to Orchard Park, New York, standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Call it a game. And it'll be second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go! 38!
On second down, Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. The first-round pick from a year ago, Eric Armstead. In there to sack him for a loss of 6. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Come on, let's go!
From the gun, it's Taylor. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
He may have had some offseason foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, it looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Eric Reed is a safety that you can use all over on defense, both in the box as a tackler and back deep as a cover man.
Come on, let's go! 38! 38!
From midfield now, here's Taylor. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Come on, let's go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Taylor. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. First down, Gabbert. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way.
And he's not able to get away. Gabbert sacked. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Third and long for Gabbert. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, out comes Bradley Pinion to punt this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They come up in an offset eye. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Rolling to his left. That is incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. 3rd down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So McCoy adding to his yardage total in this one. Last year, 895 yards in his first season in Buffalo. Of course, he had Charles 4,000-yard years in Philadelphia.
And you know the man they call Shady wants to throw some shade at the Eagles for ever letting him go. He wants a big year in 2016.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And to give this time to the tailback. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And Woods has it complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target, and it's 4th and 4. On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. He'll return it from the 6. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Slot man moves right. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Off play action to Hyde. Here's Gabbard. He finds Coates complete. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, Gabbard finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Flash 22! Flash 22!
This is Mostert. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Gabbert, this one complete, right side to McDonald. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing. Gabbert. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Now a play fake here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On second down, Hyde. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Gabbert on 3rd and 2. That's caught at the 3. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Sammy Coates in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And on 2nd and 10 now. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation, that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Double tight, guys, double
They go play action here on first down. Smith catches left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now Mostert. And he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one. And the 49ers are going to get a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Gabbert now. And that is incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's second down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. One receiver left, 2 to the right. A second down throw now for Gabbert. And that's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. In motion is Coates. On 3rd down, Gabbert. Flushed out right. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Sammy Coates with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. On the return, here's Dree Archer. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And quickly, they get to the line. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Taylor to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And that'll bring up second down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
So 2nd and 10 here. Again, it's Taylor. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Watkins alone on the left side. Here's Taylor, eluding the pressure right toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Let's round. Let's go. Let's round. Come on, let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. To throw, Gabbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Finding time. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.